Welcome to Module 1 of the Psychology Seminar. Upon completion of this module, you'll be able to identify the strengths and weaknesses of key competitors in the lifespan development market and how to sell Cuther against the competition. Let's get started by reviewing the lifespan course. The course examines how influences from biology, culture, society, home, family, and even neighborhoods have major impacts at each stage of a person's life. With about 750,000 students taking the course every year, you'll find this course on every campus, 2-year and 4-year schools. Course names are pretty straightforward, but they can vary from school to school and department to department. For example, Intro to Human Development, Human Growth and Development, Lifespan and Human Growth, Lifespan Development, and Development Across the Lifespan could be possible course names. Psychology, Education, Behavioral Sciences, and Human Development and Family Studies departments may offer the course. You'll find this course will be individual choice, meaning each instructor in a department chooses their own text, or the textbook will be selected by a committee made up of a few key department members. The lifespan development course can be taught from a chronological or topical perspective. Both examine how a person grows, develops, and declines. The chronological perspective moves through age ranges, and the topical perspective presents the same content, however, from the physical, cognitive, and socio emotional domains. It's activity time. Now that you've reviewed course and market dynamics, take a few minutes to create a few desired state discovery questions you might use this fall in your lifespan development calls. Both of Tara Cuther's texts explore lifespan through three core themes: the lens of context, the importance of research, and the value of applied developmental science. Here's a few words from our author, Tara Cuther.
Hey guys, I'm Tara Cuther. Lifespan development is really tough to teach. How do you cover it all from conception to death, everything a person experiences emotionally, socially, and so on? In reality, you don't. You can't cover it all. You gotta pick and choose. Many instructors find themselves leaving out segments of the lifespan, most often older adulthood. And so that's where a topical text like mine comes in. Every chapter covers a different part of development, whether it's physical, cognitive, or social, for example. And it covers it from conception to death. And so in this way, instructors can pick and choose what sections or what areas of development they'd like to cover, and still tell that story of lifespan, conception to death development. Once upon a time, I would call myself a chronological girl, meaning that I preferred to teach chronologically. Now, after completing this book, I gotta tell you, I am really surprised to say, pleasantly surprised to say, that topical is the way to go for me. Why? It's concise. I've been teaching for 22 years, and I still can't get through 8, maybe 10 chapters a semester. It's impossible. There's always something that comes up. I live in the Northeast, it snows a lot, it's just how it goes. In short, I am really excited about my new topical text. You'll hear the whole spiel at your meeting, but I will tell you, as an instructor, I teach 4 courses every semester, and I think the instructors' resources are just phenomenal. The video program is expanded, the chalk talks are just fabulous. I am really excited.
From Tara's video, you should have picked up on a few important instructor and student pain points and why an instructor might choose to teach from a topical perspective. For instructors, there's a lot of content to cover, which makes lifespan a tough course to teach. And for students, there's a lot to learn. In a topical text, every chapter covers a different part of development, which makes topical a concise way to teach and learn. Tara's ability to bring in context and diversity is really important to instructors because students don't often make connections between these influences and development. Kuther helps to make the content relevant for students through lives in context and culturally influences on development boxes. These boxes highlight issues informed by lifespan research like cyberbullying, cultural differences in childbirth, and the gender divide in STEM fields. Don't forget, this content and approach is also embedded in the narrative of each chapter. Kuther's emphasis on application is important because psychology instructors are always looking for ways to convey to students that science drives psychology. Applying developmental science boxes gives students the opportunity to explore real world questions on contemporary issues and to consider their own opinions critically. Lifespan brain development boxes discuss cutting edge studies and current research in neurological development, so students can see the importance of psychological research in understanding human development. There's a host of meaningful pedagogy throughout Kuther to emphasize key concepts, encourage students to consider and apply theory and research to solve problems, and help students apply their understanding of course content. One of the crown jewels in the Kuther package are its 6 Dr. Kuther Chalk Talks and 32 Lives in Context video cases. The Lives in Context video cases, with follow up assessments, spotlight individuals in every stage of the lifespan, allowing students to see theories of development through real people. The Dr. Kuther Chalk Talks are whiteboard style animations narrated by the author and provide a foundational overview of basic concepts outside the classroom. You have a fantastic digital supplement package with choices such as an IEB, Sage Edge, and Course Pack for adopters and opportunities to bundle and grow your business. The number one book in the market is by Sandrock. It offers a balance of applied examples, scaffolded pedagogy, and research vetted by a panel of experts, often adopted at 2 and 4 year teaching schools. Dr. Kuther's Chalk Talks and emphasis on application will be of interest for Sandrock users. Feldman is the number 2 book in the market. It's a lower level book used at many 2 year schools. Kuther's meaningful pedagogy and ability to engage students will be a strong selling feature with Feldman users. Siegelman users like the book because of its research coverage and for its topical chapter organization with a chronological presentation. You will see this book adopted by rigorous 4 year teaching and research schools. Kuther's ability to connect current research to human development will appeal to Siegelman users. While the topical market competitors are few in number, every lifespan development course is an opportunity. Make it your mission to check in with all course instructors, as we've seen several Kuther topical adopters switch from chronological books to topical. You did a great job of selling through the spring. With your efforts, we've achieved almost 50% of our first year goal. That's almost 1,500 units closed. By closing 1 to 2 new adoptions of Kuther this fall, this new first edition will make its number, and so will you. Your final activity for this module is to identify your top 3 lifespan development opportunities. Note the book in use and any special adoption dynamics, and then formulate your strategy to close this business. As Yogi Berra said, if you don't know where you're going, you'll end up someplace else.